welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. One pride on your feet, and welcome Dan Campbell and your two-time defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions!
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. The NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
Prescott now. They shakes him off. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's one deep for Pickens. This is caught inside the 15. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Prescott. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Aleem McNeil, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Goff now looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 10. Brings up
Goff going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Gibbs straight ahead. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And it's a fumble. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Cowboy 1st down.
To throw is Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 6 now. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That is caught. Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
They'll
5.
stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. We'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Williams, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The tight end in motion right. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bringing money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich,
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Complete to right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's gone.
At the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Gain of 5 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here's
for the
Goff.
Lions.
That's to the tight end Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 4-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another.
Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Finds Pickens out right. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. Prescott now. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take the route. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Goff now to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
St. Brown. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Right side to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
16 yards.
First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
For a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This out quickly to Williams. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there on a Lion 1st down.
That's another Lions.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Gain of 18. That's good for a Lions.
Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. That's caught by Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down at 5.
Gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Prescott. He's got Pickens complete.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Gets around him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 15. But it's
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
7 yards.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week.